Welcome back, everybody. This is the Lucent Truth. And in our podcast, we talk about anime, movies, sometimes video games, even though I'm not much of a gamer. Although our main topic today is actually a video game. And I am G Flux the Great, G Flux the Grand, G Flux the Magnificent. And joining me is the almighty Nintendo. Hey, what's up?
Smite all the wicked, even though I am wicked.
Right. Okay, today we're going to be the first topic. We're going to be discussing Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. Now, I'm not a gamer. In fact, the only game I actually play is Star Citizen. But I saw the trailer for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3, and I was looking at some of the intro animation, the 2D intro animation, and I was just wondering to myself, like, why couldn't Super look like this? That's really what I wanted to talk about was to compare it. So I'll go ahead and bring it up. I mean, you can start discussing. I'm gonna put it on mute and we'll just let it play.
I got nothing. I had Xenoverse 2. I bought the game and I never played it. It sat in a box. And nothing against the game. I'm sure it's a Dragon Ball game. Let's put it that way. But
I don't really care that much about the game. I'm looking at this animation. Like, why couldn't we get this for Dragon Ball Super? That's what I'm really more concerned about.
Well, Daima was very close to this.
It was. I've said that I think Daima looked way better than Super. In fact, Daima in many ways looked better than DBZ, especially when it was originally aired or what they originally aired over here in the States.
Hey, Johnny Marcharello claimed all day that pause this character right here. He's like a mixture between the Saiyan and
which character?
Go back a little bit. This character right here. He's a mixture between the Saiyan and Majin.
Yeah, I think is he? Is that what his character is?
I don't know. I don't know who the hell that is. I'm just saying.
I don't know who it is either. But one thing I noticed about this is that it seemed refreshing. Like there was new characters. It takes place, I think, 1,000 years in the future. Everything looks refreshing, but still familiar. And I like that. Like if they made a series based on these characters, I would watch it because it's just something new and interesting, but it still takes place in the DBZ universe. I would prefer watching something. I don't even know what the characters are or what the story is, but I would prefer watching this than the moral arc.
Well, you pretty much make your own character and you go about it. There's no real rhyme or reason to it. I mean, the last one you had, it was a time. I don't know what Xenoverse 1 was about, but it was a time adventure where you have future Trunks and whatnot. But the animation.
Is she?
I'll say she's a Kai.
Kai, yeah, that's what Kai. He's a white hair, yeah. The Kai's are from the demon world, though. That's what we learned in what was the last?
Well, Daima, but it's like Makushin and Kaioshin.
Yeah,
Makushin are the demons, Kaioshin are the gods.
You know what I noticed about? I don't know if he's a Saiyan or not, but if he is, I noticed. I don't know how, and also don't know how much Toriyama was involved in this. But if he was, it looks like he's taking the more slender form of the Saiyans from, was it Universe 2 or something like that?
Yeah. Well, we were in Universe 6.
6, yeah.
Yeah.
I just overall, I think the style is this just looks so much. It looks like
well done.
Yeah, it looks like the what the heck's going on? It looks like the crispness and the oversaturated nature of the new anime, but the ink style looks closer to the old, anime. And I think it's a perfect blend. And Diamond was very similar in that regard. I wonder if they got the same studio to do this.
I hope so.
Because they're doing a remake, or not a remake, but I guess like a re-enhancing of Super. Man, I hope they
needed it.
I hope they went to this studio to do it. I really do. To be fair to Super too, Super looked a little better.
As time went on. By the time when we got to the tournament of power, they were on point. Everything before that, somebody needed some help. So
yeah. But yeah, when I saw this, I was like, man, why couldn't we get this? Why couldn't the studio? Now, to be fair, this is an intro, compared to doing an entire series. And how often did those episodes come out? They came out how often
week.
How often did the seasons come out? I should say.
It was for the Super.
Yeah,
Super was like a continuous. It went all the way to the end.
No. How often did it come out every year? Do we get a new season every year? Because it came out in 2011, right? Something like that.
Yeah, that's. All I know is this: like, I didn't take any breaks on Super. Super was from episode 1 to episode whatever when it ended. So I would say we would say every year, but it was like it wasn't periodic. We didn't have time to miss it. It was straight through to the end.
Yeah.
I'll say it looks dope, but it's a Dragon Ball game, so I got to know exactly.
You got to know
what they're going to enhance, as far as fighting the closer, and how basically every Dragon Ball game or a Dragon Ball experience is how close are you getting to the animation, or how close are you getting to the manga. So, looks wise, yeah, it looks impressive, but I've seen this before.
I mean, I don't really care that much about the game. I just like the intro animation stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I wish Super looked like this. That's what I really cared about. I was like, man, I really wish Super had this look to it.
Yeah.
But again, this is the intro, so it's not as much resources going into it.
Yeah.
Or time.
But, I am curious. About one character though, not him, because he looks like he could be anybody's child. Yeah. White hair guy, yeah.
Yeah, I like both. I like both characters. I think this character brings more familiarity, but he still looks new and refreshing. And the new character, he just looks so different than he almost looks like an angel. He has like an angel look to him.
No, you know what I think he might. If this game is pushing forward, you know whose child descendant I think that might be?
Who?
Broly.
Broly?
Yeah.
Why?
Remember, Chilla has
this
Chilla
character
has white hair.
This character though. Oh, that's right. She does.
No.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, but she has green skin.
And
yeah, I guess if enough generations go by, she mating with humans, and green skin is gonna get pushed out. He does look interesting. I think he does look interesting. Yeah.
And then you have that like calm face right now, and like when on Broly's calm, he looks like that, passive. Yeah. And Chile has gray eyes.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that this to me intrigues me. Like if they did a series that took place 1,000 years in the future, and those were the main characters, I would totally watch that. Don't get me wrong, I love Super, especially near the end. My favorite new character was Hit. But I'm sorry, Goku's getting old, Gohan's getting old, Vegeta's getting old. We've seen their story. Let's do some new stuff. And I'm sorry, I didn't read the whole moral arc. And I would even say that it kind of began kind of interesting, but it just got really lame in my opinion. And it's like, okay, another big bad guy, it's really powerful, whatever. That's what I liked about Daima. Daima brought it back to like, even though there was action and stuff like that, there was still a lot of
a sense of adventure.
Yeah, sense of adventure. Yeah. Good point. That's really what I was trying to express. It brought back that sense of adventure. Yeah. And it's harder to do that with all the characters being middle aged now. So I think they should do that. I think they should definitely, do a series based on these two characters. I think that'd be really interesting. All right, anything else you want to say about
I got nothing.
Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3? All right, let's move on to the next topic. This might be a short show, but that's all right.
It's all good.
And that is the next topic is the Aang movie, The Legend of Aang, The Last Airbender.
That's what it's called.
All right, we're going to read the article. It's not very long. All right, so Aang, movie leak suspect arrested in Singapore. The firestorm surrounding. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn the music off so we can concentrate on our reading here. All right. The firestorm surrounding the leak of Paramount's Avatar Aang, The Last Airbender, aka The Legend of Aang, The Last Airbender, has sparked once again with the news that suspect has been detained in Singapore. A 26-year-old man has been detained under suspicion that he had gained unauthorized remote access to the server and downloaded the film, as revealed by the investigation. According to the Straits Times, a number of electronic devices believed to belong to the suspect were seized. If he is found guilty, he could face a fine up to $50,000, up to 7 years in prison, or both. The whole affair started last week when an ex-user released clips from the film and claimed someone from Nickelodeon Animation Studios had accidentally emailed them the full film. The user aired frustration with Paramount's decision to retract Aang's theatrical release in favor of a streaming launch, and threatened to post the full film if the studio didn't release an official trailer. Despite copyright flags, the full movie was released and went viral with multiple shares across X and clips on Instagram, TikTok, etc. Later, a source close to Paramount Global's internal investigation confirmed that the leak did not come from its subsidiary Prodco. So is this saying that someone inside didn't leak it and maybe like a hacker got it?
Sounds like it.
Kind of like sound was like what it's saying. While Airbenders fans were excited to watch the movie and heap praise on the production values and storytelling, people who worked on the film and other members of the animation industry were quick to voice hurt and disappointment as the mislaid crusade to protest the cinema to streaming swap. Animator Julia Stoll said in a post, "I don't like seeing people use Paramount's awful decision to remove the movie from theaters to justify leaking it. This is incredibly disrespectful to all of the hard work the artists put in." Centering on grown-up versions of the beloved heroes from Michael Dante DiMartino and Brian Konietzko's hit Nickelodeon series Avatar: The Last Airbender, the Aang movie was originally slated for release in theaters October 10th, 2025, before being pushed to January 30th, 2026. In December, the film was announced as Paramount Plus Premiere, alongside the new in-universe series Avatar: Seven Havens. What? I've never heard of that.
Yeah,
what's that?
Yeah, that's the next one at the core.
Oh, okay. I heard a long time ago that the next one was supposed to be about twins.
Yeah, that's what the next one would be. Yeah,
that would be interesting. It says alongside the new universe series Avatar: Seven Havens, sometime this fall, pulling it from Paramount's theatrical release schedule under a new deal with DiMartino and Konietzko's Avatar Studios. Avatar Aang, The Last Airbender, blah, 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 the boy, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we got it. So, look, there are two things that I like to say about this. I get it. Because if I don't know if the person who hacked and got the film is just a hacker who was able to get it, or if he somehow was involved with the film. But if he was somehow involved with the film and he was upset, I can understand that, because from what I heard, the studio didn't think a 2D animation. Damn, that's loud, man. Shit. From what I hear, the studio didn't think a 2D animated film would perform well in theaters, and I'm like, I would have went to go see it. I would have definitely supported Avatar.
All right. So here's the thing about it, right? And if we were talking about when we were kids, and it is a generational thing, let's call it what it is. But if we were talking about when we were kids and we had our parents are the one who were that, like, the ones with the money, and they're going when they see something animated, like, oh, that's for the kids. That's one thing. But this is our generation. And matter of fact, the Broly movie by itself,
this isn't our generation. Avatar is not our generation.
I'm talking about we're the generation, like we're the middle-aged men that go out there and spend our money on this shit.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, man, keep up. So,
why? I didn't know what the context was, because you didn't really.
Well, the context is this, like, man, like the Broly movie did gangbusters.
Yeah, I heard the Demon Slayer movie did really well too.
Gangbusters. The Juju. So it's not. It's. I think it's just an American way of thinking again, because
Yeah.
essentially it is Avatar is an American cartoon, and they don't. It's like
I'll
they don't.
say I'll say Avatar is probably the best American cartoon ever made, and that's someone who was born in the '80s, who saw the cartoon, golden age, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like think of one American animated series, and I know a lot of our series is animated in foreign countries, but I'm talking about like an American concept, like Americans came up with a concept.
Well,
Think of one American
I, I
cartoon
said I
that's
would
better.
say the closest thing was like better. No, none. It's not. They're not. I'm not going to sit there and try to pull bullshit out my hat for that one. I'm going to say. But if I say a close second, it'll be Ninja Turtles.
I wouldn't even say it's close
And
second.
well,
I would say
brand recognition. Are you talking about just by quality wise?
I'm talking
No,
about like animation wise. I'm talking about story,
no,
ca-
there's nothing close.
character development. The only thing I can even think of
Well,
that would even come close would be something like, in my
Batman the
opinion,
Animated.
Batman animated
Yeah.
series, maybe the Justice League series,
Um,
Teen
well,
Titans.
development. I'll say Gargoyles. That had pretty good character development, and I actually enjoyed that series all the way until Disney put their 2 cents and destroyed that one. And I was just reading an article on that series, and the guy who created it, he like, man, the last 2 seasons, like the last season, he had nothing to do with. He disavows all that.
Oh,
So
for real.
yeah, man, like it was all over the place. That's when they switched went from Fox to ABC, and it was like they're jumping around through time and all that. And I'm like, yo, what is this? And I never realized, not to jump off subject, I didn't realize how much of the Star Trek cast was part of that show. Like the Next Generation.
I've never been a big fan of the Gargoyles. I mean, I enjoyed it when it was out. I don't even think I've seen all the episodes, but maybe you're right. I just don't see it even comparing to Avatar: The Last Airbender. I just don't.
There's matter of fact, this is one of the shows we bonded over. After Ronin Warriors, it was Gargoyles, and then there's a show after that called Exo Squad. That had pretty good character development. And yes, I am holding a screwdriver. I got to fix something after I get off the podcast. So
I remember
got a problem with that. Yeah, that was dope.
Like Neo Sapiens.
Neo Sapiens, yeah. And they said like they canceled that series over. That's the problem with our predecessors. When something started getting popular, they cancel it. No, y'all had too much. I'm taking it away.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that there was enough of a fan basis for Avatar: The Last Airbender who actually wanted to see it return to animation too. Like I was tired of all the movie crap, the live action series crap. I wanted 2D animated. That's how it began. That's where I think it best lives. And I would have spent money to go see that in theaters. And I think it was a shame. And again, I don't know if the person who leaked it worked for the studio that made it, but if they did, I mean, I get it. I totally understand it. I don't think I would have done it because I don't think it's worth going to jail over. But I get it.
Damn,
totally get it.
Hey! Damn the jail! Damn the jail! The $50,000. That's more jail. You three hots in the cot. $50,000. You guys. Do I really want to do this?
I know. Seriously.
Come on.
Have you seen it yet?
What? Seen what?
The leaked version.
No.
Yeah, like no. I was tempted to watch it, but I was like, I will spend money to watch Avatar. You know what I'm saying? I will support it, and I think there's probably a lot of other Avatar fans and animation fans who think the same. And then you got to think they're Gen Z young people who grew up watching this, and now a lot of them are older now. I think they would all have gone to go check this out in theaters. So to me, it's a real shame. I don't mind it going to streaming, but I think it could have found a home in the theaters. I think it could have made a lot of money too. Matter of fact, I'll say this: I think Avatar: The Last Airbender is better than most anime. That's a lot of anime is crap. I'm sorry, a lot of it's trash.
Yeah,
like it's up there with some of the best anime in my opinion. Yeah,
it is. is well done from beginning to end. That's the thing about it. How many series can we say that's well done from beginning to end?
And I think it's one of those things too that I think when it comes to like, um, teaching young people lessons, good lessons. I think it does that really well. Like if I don't have kids, but if I ever have kids, I probably wouldn't have TV. But there's one thing I would let them watch, and that's Avatar: Last Airbender. Korra too. I think people sleep on Korra because that first season was kind of trash, but it gets really good after the first season. Really, really.
Yeah,
Good.
yes, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Let's see. I haven't seen anything as far as like we're just going to freestyle if you don't mind
Yeah,
for
that's
this
cool.
last segment. I haven't seen anything like that has grabbed my attention. I need to watch last week. Have you watched From season premiere?
I did. I did watch it. I watched that
Um,
and the second episode.
all right, give me your thoughts. That's next week's. Hey,
Since
everybody, y'all know what we're going to talk about next week.
since we're
Just give me
gonna
a skit. Let's go ahead and do some lucid bulbs. Bulbs. How many
well,
bulbs
if we're
do you
gonna
give it?
if we're gonna talk about it, let's bring up some imagery for it. Here's my problem with From. I'm still enjoying the series, but I fear uh that it might go down the same road as the Lost series. Like it begins really well, really compelling. Well, we're in the fourth season now,
Mm-hmm.
and they have revealed some stuff, and but my problem with From is that it's too dreamy. And when something is too dreamy and you can do almost anything, there's no grounding to anything. It's kind of like how the Marvel universe has become. It's like, okay, there's no finality to anything. And I'm still enjoying it. I still like it. I still think the first season was probably the best season. Um, but they they're gonna have to like not so much
Wrap it
explain
up.
things. They don't even got to wrap it up, but they're gonna have to start grounding it in something that where things start to make sense, and then from there build more mystery. You know what I'm saying? Right now, it's just so dreamy. Now to be fair, they kind of did that. Was it the last season where Homegirls makes it back to the
Real world.
to the real world, regular world. So we know that okay, this isn't just some dream. They're not in purgatory or anything like that, some kind of limbo or whatever. That this is something, some kind of real phenomenon that's happening. Um, but in my opinion, they got to open it up. They got to open it up a bit. You know,
Well, I don't have an opinion on this new season yet because I haven't watched it. I'll be straight up with you. Um, that's tonight's watching. So next week, y'all know exactly what we're going to be talking about, and I'll have some scathing reviews for you if it's terrible. But yeah. Other than that, only things I've seen as far as popular culture this week is Game of Thrones is doing a 15-year anniversary, something whatnot, sometime this year. Um, House of the Dragon drops in I think 2 or 3 weeks. See third season, and stay with us. So I can say I don't got any funny antidotes or nothing this week. Notice I'm back
antidotes.
to my antidotes. You heard it. You heard it. Y'all see I'm back to my original name, the Almighty Matundo. I ain't broken no more. so I'm all healed. But yeah, like there's nothing eye grabbing. It's for us to. That's a matter of fact, we can't talk about that. For this to be the blockbuster and the movie season and we got a drop pop culture thing. This season's kind of dry. I'll go ahead and put it out there.
What for movies?
Yeah, for movies, I'm like, there's nothing that well, they have the Michael thing and they're trashing that movie left and right. Some people say it's great. Some people say it sucks. So
I don't go to the movies to see biopics. If it's not science fiction, fantasy, or horror, I don't go see it. Me, I might go see an action movie if it has a lot of good reviews or something like that, or if it's something like a epic movie like Troy, I might go see something like that. Like it has to be grandiose for me to go get out of my house and go see.
get out of here.
Yeah,
Well, I think the Odyssey was if you're talking about grandiose like Troy, I think we got the Odyssey coming out sometime this year.
We could talk about that because I have some things to say about that. Was it Christopher Nolan?
No, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my problem with it is it just
The way
looks
it
so
looks,
yeah, it just looks so
it looks.
drab. Like it just
All right. Matter of fact,
it doesn't look
let's get
intriguing. It looks like a well it looks like a well
Cassette movie.
no, it looks like a well filmed TV series.
Yeah.
I don't get big cinema vibe from it. All their clothing
No,
looks plain, like it doesn't look
hey,
interesting to me.
well, let's look up 300. Let's look up. Bring that
Yeah,
up real
at
quick,
least
man.
300 had like a style to it, you know. 300 like had its very
And that's
graphic
dope.
style that kind of yeah,
And
it just looks dope.
this movie is 20 years old this year.
Yeah.
Look like
Even Troy had had a look to it. It was still
like
a little bit
it had
more
a
realistic. Yeah. But
one thing I want you to notice about Troy, right? It's one of the first movies I've ever seen that like you can't the antagonist and the protagonist you don't know well you know what side you're gonna take up, right?
yeah.
But the protagonist and like well let's say Achilles and the Greeks are the protagonists and the
I didn't see it
Trojans.
that way. I didn't see it that way. I
No,
just
it was
saw
definitely Trojans or if you really look at it, the Trojans are definitely the protagonists because you know they're just defending their homes. And Paris, this
yeah,
dumbass wanted to bring some
I
broad
didn't
up the street.
I saw it
But
as I just saw it as human failings on all sides. I saw it
yeah,
as a very human driven story where there's no real
uh,
like protagonist, a hero. It's everyone has flaws. This is why I think Troy is such a superior movie than to Gladiator. Yeah, I think it's far more complex than Gladiator. You know,
well, look at this, like that scene right there with Paris, Hector, and Helen on the corner. Yeah, that looks like these are the heroes of the story. When then look at Achilles, bring up a picture of Achilles. He looks like the hero. So yeah, it's a well shot, well rounded movie. Matter of fact, I'm gonna watch the extended version tonight.
so Ned
Shout
Stark.
out to yeah. Well, shout out to Brad Pitt, man. Have you ever seen a bad, like a terrible Brad Pitt role? I'm not gonna say movie. I'm just role.
I've never seen a bad Brad Pitt movie.
And this man doesn't have an Oscar. Y'all tripping. I think it's because he's white.
Oh, God.
Hey man, Michael B. Jordan
Agamemnon.
won. Yeah, Michael B. Jordan won the Oscar last year, so we can't say because he's black.
He deserved it. There's some other people who
He
I thought
does.
could have won it too, but I think he deserved it. I think he did he acted his ass off in
No,
Sinners, man.
oh, you talking about Sinners? Oh no, Sinners got robbed in a bunch of columns. The movie that won Picture of the Year, I don't even know what the fuck that is, but it won it. But we got best costumes, so we can dress our asses off, motherfuckers. Take
And
that.
they got best actor. Best actor, right?
Yeah, we got best
Yeah.
actor, but the whole damn movie was good.
Can't win it all,
The
man.
whole damn huh? Man.
You gotta count your victories when you
Fuck
get them, man.
yeah.
They got best actor, you know?
All right, man. Hey, all right, whatever.
Yeah,
Still
yeah.
fucking
When I look at Troy, when I look at 300, even Gladiator, like visually was stunning. And then when I see this, it's just kind of like
yeah.
someone
Well,
it was a YouTuber, I can't remember who, but they were showing how Greek armor actually looked. Like they didn't have this kind of like I call it the fin head helmet. I don't know what it's called. This kind of like helmet here. At the time that the Troy war happened, the Trojan War happened, they didn't have this helmet. Matter of fact, this is it right here. They look more like this. Now to be fair, it's not as sleek looking as this right here, but like someone showed like all the color and the variety of that time period, and I think an accurate depiction of that time period And if it was really well directed, it would have been really interesting, having a lot of color and stuff like that. But this is just kind of like just drab. There's just no
You know what?
color. It's just
Yeah.
look at
Oh,
it. It's just I
can
don't know. It
can
looks
you
boring.
go like the third row, right? Go up one row, up one over all the way to the left, all the way to the left. Down one. Yeah, his helmet looks stupid as fuck.
Yeah, it looks dumb. It just looks dumb. I'm sorry. I just look like why the
Like,
cheekbones?
yeah, and Matt Damon's like his helmet is acceptable, but I don't know.
Yeah, the
I
cheekbones
don't
just
know.
look stupid. Yeah, but
I mean,
in
I
fact,
guess it's
I was
I
watching
guess it's supposed to
I
add
was
some.
watching one at a time, man. One at a time. Go ahead.
There's only two of us. Shit, shut up.
I was watching Dogma the other night.
Mm. Mm.
It was crazy to see how young Ben Affleck and Matt
Matt
Damon
Damon.
were. Yeah. That's a good movie too, by the way.
Well, they're doing I think either 20th anniversary of that movie or 30th.
Yeah, man, I'm just not feeling even like this thing with the spine on them. Like, what is this? I don't mind people taking artistic licenses, but why would you take an artistic license with this, right? But then everything else just looks so like this actually would have looked cool if it was immersed in the world that everything else had like similar kind of extreme styling.
Mm-hmm.
This almost looks like something that would be in 300. You know what I'm saying? But then you look at this and it's just like, is that how their boats look? Doesn't it almost look like a Viking boat? I guess their boats were similar though.
Yeah, no. Mediterranean boats. Vikings boats were built shallow so they can sail up rivers. I don't know. I'm not a historian.
Yeah, man, I'm just not feeling it, man. I'm just.
Uh,
I'll be honest with you. A lot of people praise Christopher Nolan. I just think he's all right.
Batman is only like first two Batmans. That third one was shit.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Dark Knight Rises was dog shit.
Yeah, shit, like
Absolute
the Dark
dog
Knight
shit.
and Batman Begins are straight. Yeah.
Absolute dog shit.
You know what? I want. What's the budget for this movie? I have to know the budget because they got a large, like, expensive looking cast, and I know Matt Damon doesn't step out the house for less than $10 million.
Let's see what the AI says.
Yeah, you want Matt Damon? 250 million.
250 million.
Not exactly less than what I was thinking, but still a big hefty amount.
Says it's the most expensive film of his career, surpassing the budget of his previous epic Oppenheimer. I still haven't watched it. I just don't care. It looks boring to me.
It's long. It's like 3 hours.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to watch it.
Man, we're at that age like, man, I might die soon. I got to get up and do something.
I mean, I'll watch a 3-hour flick if it's interesting enough. Like if Dune, if they made like a 3-hour version of Dune, and they actually did it right, where they actually told the story and all this pieces, I'd watch it. I'm not gonna watch a 3-hour film about Oppenheimer though. I'm just not gonna do it. Nah.
I blew shit up. You know what? I wish it was just like. I really wish they would just give movies like. Man, nah, I don't. That's a bad idea. But like on Oppenheimer, I would go see it if they call the movie "I Blew Shit Up." It wouldn't you? Like, hey, I know what I came for. I blew shit up.
Let's look at his. What is his filmography?
All you need to know is he had that dog shit TV show on
Like, look at this.
Netflix.
Memento.
Memento
I've never
was
seen it.
all right.
I've heard it's pretty good
all right.
though. Insomnia. I don't think I've ever seen that. Batman Begins, liked it. Prestige was dog shit. I know people who like that movie. I just don't get it. It was a shitty movie. Dark Knight was pretty good. Inception, I like that. Dark Knight Rises, dog shit. Interstellar was okay. I think Interstellar is extremely like overhyped. Like, it's okay. I liked it. It was okay, but it's not that great. Dunkirk, I hear a lot of good things about Dunkirk. I'm not that big of a war film, but I hear a lot of good things about it.
Tenet was good.
Tenet, it looked boring to me. I didn't even bother watching it. and then Oppenheimer just didn't care. I don't know. I think he's hit or miss, but a lot of people
Yeah.
love him. So
What's the damn? Was that his TV show? I don't know. But shit, I know there's some show on Netflix with dog shit.
I do want to see Dune 3 though.
We talked about that already.
Speaking of which, though, are they going to extend the Dragon Ball Super uh series? Are they going to do the moral arc?
Yeah, they're doing moral. They're man, I think the manga is supposed to return sometime this year. So because everybody was, after Toriyama died, that fucked up everything. And unlike well, no, Toriyama did prepare for Dragon Ball for his death, but because that's why we got Torotaro. But I don't think he had it as well in place as like a Kintaro Miura, because you got his best friend finishing off his manga and his work. But
it says
I don't care.
right here. It says Dragon Ball Super. This was 2 days ago. Beerus could be longer than Battle of Gods arc. So what is this, like a remake of the?
Remember how dog shit the artwork was?
Yeah, it was dog shit. It was.
Yeah, they're fixing that. I don't care. I really don't care. I'm a big ass Dragon Ball fan. If something popped across our screen, I'll watch it just because it said Dragon Ball. But I know the story,
Yeah, and I just don't really care for the moral arc. That's why I would prefer if they just went 1,000 years in the future, took those two characters from the Xenoverse game and made a show based on that. Because I love Daima. I thought Daima was great.
Man, that scene where Vegeta was whooping that dude ass while we were fighting dude, and Goma, that was the name. Vegeta, I'll never take a bath with you again. It's your turn, Kakarot. That's real. That hit me right in the heart. That's real. I understand where Vegeta was coming from with that. But you know what? I gotta disagree with you on the moral arc, because they're actually getting their asses
it's
whooped.
Stupid. But it's dumb. Like I was looking at part of the manga, and like, doesn't he turn like into a giant or some shit like that, or he merges with the ground? It just looks so dumb. I was like, this is stupid.
What you gonna do?
I just think they could have came with a better villain or something like. I don't know. I thought they were gonna do the whole multiversal thing where some villain that exists outside the multiverse or something like that. I don't know. I just didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Well, that's the problem with Dragon Ball. What's about they kind of fixed it with Beerus, but every time the Goku and Vegeta get higher, they raise Beerus's power level. And then they really got problems with the Angels because I don't know.
This was my boy right here. One time he was he was a G boy because he could go toe to toe with Super Saiyan Blue. I love Hit, man. Hit was my boy, and I thought he was interesting looking. He looked different than a lot of other stuff that we had seen before.
Well, it kind of reminded me of Pycon, to be honest with you. Purple.
A little
Pycon.
bit, yeah.
But Jiren proved him a fraud. I saw that. Why didn't you tell me one of that?
He was not a fraud, dude. Hit was not a fraud.
Jiren,
come on, you going up against one of the most powerful mortal in the multiverse? Nah, he proved he wasn't a fraud when he could go toe to toe with Super Saiyan Blue.
Nah, man, he was a fraud because that man was using tricks.
Hit was my boy, man. I like Hit, man. But all right, I gotta get some work done. Let's wrap this up. Anything else you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, man. See you next week. We'll talk about where we from.
Yes. Hold on, they got somebody in the comment section. Yes, he still has a bum leg.
Who the hell?
That's Carbon in the comment section.
Go shout out to Carbon, man. Wherever you at, man.
By the way, Carbon, I'm almost done with that character design, man. I should be sending it to you tomorrow, so you can start modeling that bad boy.
All right, y'all.
All right.
So next
Let's
time.
wrap this up. Yeah, to next time. Yeah, send me some suggestions for what you want to talk about for next week.
That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, we can talk about From because a new episode should be coming out. Was it
this Sunday? This Sunday, that'll give me 3 things to watch. Back to back to back to back.
We also could talk about the antagonist. We haven't talked about that yet.
I have just ordered the I didn't know they had a full first anthology out, man. So
for real?
Yeah, I just ordered that. So yeah, when I get it and finish it, I'll let you read it.
Okay. Yeah, because we could do a review on it. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Shout out to Godhood Comic Books. If you're not, you'll get the dog shit award.
All right. Till next time.
All right.
Thanks everybody for showing up.
Man.